Hello all, it's James Johnson aka Sulphurblade. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a new game for the channel. This is called Banishers New Eden. It's a new RPG. I think it should be rather interesting. I'm just setting up a new game here. Haven't played it yet. This will be my first time playing it with you here. New game, select difficulty. Difficulty modifies enemy damage, enemy health points, the amount of decoction you can recover after encounters, and the timing of exploration puzzles. You can choose the difficulty whenever you want during the game. Well, we'll go for normal for now until I find out otherwise. It's an RPG. I tend to play RPGs for the story, for the RPG-ness, not for the combat. Focus Entertainment presents.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. And I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
Okay. Game is looking interesting so far. Though, I'm having a hard time ignoring the elephant right off
If
the
this
bat.
is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
The historical time
London
frame we're
wasn't much
looking at,
better.
Look at it.
you would not have this type
Colours
of
of bishop's
biracial
arse.
couple going
The
on.
place is white. I don't mind saying it. I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
So I'm gonna have to try to look past the obvious historical discrepancy here.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Use WASD to move, use the mouse to move the camera.
I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The
Can I
dead
loot any
don't
of this
linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
Game feels like it's running fairly well. Press W and E to cross over and under obstacles.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Looks steady enough.
Watch out!
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Over-eager apprentices. I can break my way through here.
Press blank to destroy breakable elements. What am I trying to break? I don't know what I'm supposed to break. Could it be this? No. This? Okay, what the hell? Here we go. Well, that wasn't very obvious. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Enough.
Is that loot over here? Whoa.
Everything all right down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
Leather.
More wanderers.
Can I get down there at all?
Behind you!
Why am I walking all of a sudden?
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Banishment. Attacking with your weapon fills the banish gauge. When the banish gauge is full, press E to banish your target.
Time to leave for good.
A note, damp and bloody. Perhaps these words will be lost in time, but I must write them. The date I cannot say. I know it is the month of June in the year 1695. Though we would be safer in Providence, I thought we would finally see the children again, and the golden wheat fields would ring with their laughter. Their mother now lies dead, and I will join her soon. Something insidious walks the roads. Terrible spirits took us. New Eden is cursed. You who read this now, I tell you, run.
These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
wait, what's this? Chest? Nothing I can get to, evidently. Charge attack fills the banish gauge faster. F to use decoction.
Petty fiend.
Can I light this thing up? No.
That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do? When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching, if you're up for it.
Always.
Welcome to New Eden.
A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles. It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
You reached the location of your current objective. Your compass now indicates that you are inside an area to investigate. Is that what it said? Meet Charles in the Davenport Inn. In Docks Cemetery. Well, I had to open this in order to read this. It's clearly on the signs.
This must be the inn.
Which one? There's a few places that could be the inn. This part of town is closed by the governor's decree. Closed bureau. The path to the meeting house is closed by the governor's decree. How do I know which note I'm going to read? Do they all say the same thing? Curfew. In hours of darkness, stay in your homes.
A curfew? But why?
The first resort of every self-respecting oppressor.
Cemetery is closed. Ah. What's flashing over here? Leather. Oh, there's a sign that says inn. We found the inn.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us?
Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Oh, look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
A woman
The
sporting a
select woman
firearm.
can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we're as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion. The pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened? Could your physicians not save him?
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now. And I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What did Charles know about it? What had he learned?
Tragically, I had not yet had the opportunity to discuss this investigation. And his passing now excludes the possibility. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes. Our contract stands for Charles.
All right. For Charles.
So a lot of this conversation feels a bit disjointed in that we seem to be having a conversation about topics that everyone understands except for me, the player. And typically these type of conversations is to fill me, the player, in, but it seems like each question just leads to more questions and I'm not really getting filled in. But the characters I'm watching interact, they know what they're talking about, but I don't.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem. which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
In owner's notice, as announced at the last town hall meeting, I hereby close the King's Arm Tavern, leaving the key to the selectmen. There shall be no ale sold nor drunk until the curse is lifted, and I return. The storerooms are locked, and so are the bedrooms. God bless. Charity Krugut. Yeah, so last time I'm going to mention this, but this game seems to just throw all historical tendencies right out the window. So we had a female selectman who was lipping off to the governor. A woman wouldn't have been a selectman, and a woman certainly wouldn't have been lipping off to the governor. Now this note claims Charity is the owner of the inn, which sounds like a female name to me. And it's pretty unlikely that a female would have owned and ran an inn at this time frame. But with that being said, it just seems like this game is just going to be one of those games where, you know, who cares about making anything historically accurate? Then again, we are not demonologists, but we're whatever we are. Banishers, yeah, that's it. I wonder, can I do anything with these locks? Is there a lockpick option? No. Well, let's go find this widow. Compass. The compass
Damn it,
indicates
Charles.
the direction and distance
Those accursed sea
towards an
storms.
objective.
If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
I see flash over here.
We should go to Esther.
I think the governor said their house stood above the docks.
Antea. Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find the way.
You've unlocked your first hint. It contains important information about the person it's linked to. You can refer to these hints at any given moment through your hunting cases. To understand why a ghost lingers in the incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant's intent is disclosed, and you may complete your investigation. A New Scotch Tune in G Major by Henry Purcell.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days, I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
November 1694, my dearest Charles. How delighted I was to read your words. It is always a pleasure to hear from you, and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. I have contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we could not find anything in our archives that matches the description of the events you have experienced in New Eden. Be that it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer, be it sorcery, the presence of an ichor, or something else entirely we cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue your research and to take note of all your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's has so little presence in the New World. Any new information shall be precious indeed. Please stay safe, my friend. Yours truly, Eleanor Combs.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him. Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? Wouldn't you rather stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
It's very kind, but a long day ahead of us. I don't want to bother you.
I don't...
This is Charles's. It's like he never left.
Letter from a neighbor. Esther. Some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbors hold you in their hearts. A study of H. Purcell, Chacony in G minor for the strings by E. Davenport. Sadness in Interval, or a study of the Aeolian Scale by Heinrich Petrie. Fifth day of January, 1685, my beloved Esther. How I longed to hold you in my arms. The announcement of our marriage was to my heart as a delicacy on my palate, a sweet of which I cannot tire. At last we shall be together, and together forever and ever, until the day, many years from now, when we are old. At last death separates us, for only death can extinguish the love between us, and I am sure that not even death can undo the tenderness I feel for you. I want everything to be perfect for our marriage, and I will make it so. I will write to you every day until that blessed moment when I can finally shed the weight of letters and tell you in person every day how I feel about you. I'm thinking of you, your love forever, Charles. So she pulled that out so she can continue to read it and make herself miserable. 21st day of February, 1687. My sweet Esther, I can tell you how much I longed to get home. This work in the mystical Scottish Highlands is exciting. I can't argue with that, but I miss the sweetness of our home. However, I know that the few months I have left away from your loving arms will be of great benefit to me. Through this experience I will increase my knowledge, and all this I do to protect you from those dark worlds that swirl around us. It is your love and trust that pushes me into these mysterious entrenchments, that pushes me to do my best. It is for you that I do this, for when I can see the pride in your eyes, that I know what role I play on this earth. I know that I can be stronger. I know I can do anything as long as you look at me with that spark that is only yours. I'm thinking of you, your love forever, Charles. So this is probably when we met Charles, when he was in Scotland. Alright, well, before we go upstairs, what's through the door back here?
There's more to learn here.
Oh. It's probably the door to exit. What's this door? It's locked. Alright.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
A precious king from a chess set, protected by a glass dome.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me. I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
Mexicana, America. Interesting map. Scribbled Bible verses. Job 7, 13, 15. 13, when I say, my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints. 14, then thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifiest me through visions. 15, so that my soul chooseth strangling, and the death rather than my life. She comes to me in dreams.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
I'll get there. Occult book from Charles' personal collection by Balthazar Hans. Okay. None on this side of the water and few on the other know that I came to Eden as minister in order to pursue research into the New World on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. And what strangeness have I found? There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable, but they are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches, and if I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for her story. Theological book from Charles' personal collection. Formicarius by Johannes Nider. Theological book from his collection. Okay. And now Charles notes. What do all these dreams have in common? Are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions, foreshadowing. Is someone behind this? Who is the real target? And what caused this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot perdure.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Did I expect that? Yeah. Did I look at this?
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
No, he was hiding his hair loss.
Where do nightmares come from? Tab to open details. I remember the teachings of my masters, may God bless their souls, against the threatening unknown when the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation. The sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, their meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French or the German nightmare. Here comes from the 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny fiend sneaking into the bedroom to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirit defined by its only purpose, to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon any living soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultist ever successfully banished a nightmare. But why? Could a nightmare be more than a ghost? I'm afraid so. I remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entities. Supposedly, they're able to penetrate the dreams of its targets to influence their thoughts and perceptions and make them endure their worst fear. Able even to bend the distance or alter time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmares its victims can't hope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all of my heart and soul that this is not what has arisen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death, and doom? I need more information, but where to find them? Charles Davenport.
Got enough books, Charles? See, the piano's not the only thing you paid a pretty penny to ship.
Charles Davenport's brooch. Silver brooch, habitually worn by Charles Davenport, engraved with a distinctive three-hilted sword.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
My dearest sister, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is, or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial. The shame of it. How I have failed my dear husband. I could just not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died, there to see him buried. Lord, have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it is too late. New Eden will not last longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you, who loved him so, should know of his passing. My love, Esther.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, we should go investigate the cemetery where he was found.
Three drops of lavender oil and chamomile infusion before sleep. Wintergreen to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm. Evelyn. Children's Psalm. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb in his reward. Psalms 127, verse 3. Alright, I think we have inspected everything in this house.
Are you leaving already?
We need to investigate the cemetery.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You'll be alright.
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall.
Although more literally than we thought we would.
See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
To find the location of your next objective, open your map. It's a strange key to bind to the map. Why not M? Can I? No. It seems like there should be a back door that would get me here, but I guess I'll go around this way. There's a shop over this way. Can I talk to you?
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
You're excused. Warning, the docks are closed for sabotage by fire. All trade to Boston, Marblehead, Salem, etc. is cut until the saboteur is caught.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
About the curse.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. I investigate hauntings, and when I know why the ghost is here and where it hides, I banish it. I do not sell trinkets.
What about those rings you wear?
I made them. They are mine. They only have power if the wearer has training.
Do you have bad dreams?
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
You're leaving town?
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry spectres and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Oh, well, let's see your wares.
Care to trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
So what do we have here? We have leather, fur, linen, and wool. Okay.
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
Yeah, thank you for the signing game is not enough. I have to read it by clicking on it. The sign says cemetery, you don't say.
A wisp. So close to town.
Cemetery is closed by order of the governor. Screw the governor. The cemetery is now open.
Where are you leading me?
Press space to dodge. Okay.
More of you? Call this a fight? Doing so well. No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
To the left or the right? What just happened? As a banisher, you can feel places or objects that have been marked by ghosts. When in close proximity to these elements, your Bane ring will be triggered and light up with an orange aura. Walk around to find the source.
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers. Many dead in more recent years.
Hoof fungus. No, we're not jumping down there quite yet. Charles Davenport.
Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you. A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Memories of the dead linger here. To reveal them, you must gather the necessary resources. Seashore candles.
If I mix the stones I found earlier with seashore candle, that might do it.
Oh, I just have to find a candle.
Everyone buried here died in 1677. A previous epidemic?
Okay. All right. More pyrite.
This better stop soon.
What was that all about?
There should be seashore candle near the water.
Seashore candles are a plant.
Last like this.
More leather. Can't climb this? Evidently not. Okay, Banishers can perform rituals. The nature of the site determines which ritual should be performed. Performing a ritual consumes resources, even if you select an incorrect ritual. To reveal the memories, you need to perform a hearkening ritual.
In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely...
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone! You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it?
A nightmare, evidently. Charles' Bible. Found half buried in the mud in the cemetery. It's opened at Job 7:13 and 15. When I saw my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint. Then thou scarest me, the dreams terrifies me through the visions, so that my soul truth is strangling, and death rather than my life. This tie is doused with the essence of Charles' ghost. After a closure performed by Ante, the bond between the ghost and the world will be severed for good.
The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. Back to his grave, then.
Force a ghost or spectre to appear.
Now is a good time for we old friends to talk. We've come too far, Red and I, not to see you one last time. Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you. Come on, Charles. Join me now. I know you're here. I know you're here. You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk. Esther worries.
Anteo. Here. At last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. is red with you. There is no time to waste.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antea. But I am a Banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antea, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
What did it look like?
I don't know. When it manifested, it appeared as Esther. My dear Esther. I did not see its true face, but I heard a woman. Not Esther, someone else. She was laughing. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died. The spirit is vengeance pure. The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antea. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport, your friend and mentor. You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man, and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles. Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antea, wait.
Wait for what? We're Banishers. Death to the dead.
Let Esther choose for herself.
Oh, Lord. Please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord, Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave, please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment. I should have known better. I know better now.
Antea, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
I'll walk Esther home.
I'll do it. The women can't talk.
Then all the way to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is at rest now. And Tia, she gave him the care he needed.
Escort Esther home.
My Charles. Where do you think he is now?
He's... I don't know.
I miss the warmth of his hands. His calm presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I can picture him. He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are cleaned and pressed and folded. Nothing can ever be the matter.
You're right. He's at peace, and you deserve to rest. I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse. Good night, Esther.
I am glad you are here. Both of you. We need you.
All right. This seems like a good place to wrap up the first episode. Interesting so far. Very dialogue, story heavy. Not too much action. I'm okay with it. Yeah. It's not bad. We'll see how it goes in the next episode. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. And until the next time, all. Peace.